I think what I've always loved about her is how compassionate and thoughtful and loving and caring she really is. We first met, she came to a party at my house, and we had a bunch of mutual friends, and they kind of just introduced us as, oh yeah, this is my friend Natasha, and oh, nice to meet you. I was hosting, so I wasn't really looking to do much more than host that day. The first time she came over or we did anything date-like, I made her my famous gnocchi pasta.
Salad came out of a bag, the gnocchi came out of a bag, the sauce out of a jar.
I was a bachelor, so that was fancy for me.
That was the first meal, and then probably the next meal that I remember her cooking for me was on Valentine's Day. She Googled a Persian love dish, so she made some khoresh. I couldn't even tell you what it was.
Meat with tomato sauce.
And then I made tadik.
Best tadik I've ever made in my entire life. I don't think I've made a good one since, but...
You nailed it that day. And then she said, I have the traditional Persian love cake. And I said, I don't have a traditional Persian love cake. For our engagement, Kate planned it on a day that I had planned a birthday dinner for her, so I thought I was in full control of the day.
And I knew I needed this much control of our lives for once, so I could pull the, babe, it's my birthday, come on.
So she knew where we were going to dinner, who was all invited, and went behind and canceled every reservation I had made and had a plan. So she told me she had a work happy hour for us to go to before dinner. And we went to Mission Beach. The Uber driver dropped us off, and then she's like, oh, it's actually 2 blocks back, and I'm dressed to go out in Little Italy in downtown, not at the beach with everyone riding past me in their bathing suit and bicycles. And so start walking, and I'm like, come on, hurry up, we're late. Just trying to get this work thing done so we can go celebrate her at dinner. And as we're walking down the boardwalk, there's a sign out on the sand about halfway to the water, and she's, what does that say? It doesn't matter, come on, let's go.
It's not yours.
We get a little closer. What? No, what is it?
I'm like,
it's not your sign, stop being so nosy, let's go, we're already late. And so she asked me to walk on the sand with her, and in my skirt, refused to hop the seawall, but with the next set of
making it more and more difficult.
At the next set of stairs, we walk down onto the beach, and as we walk down, she goes, I care what it says, and turns me around. And at that point, I realized the sign was for you. And so we start walking backwards now towards the sign. And halfway there, first half, I was telling myself, the sign was for you, don't ruin this. And then the second half, realized, oh my God, I think she's proposing.
This is happening.
Got to the sign, and then she got down on one knee and
babbled something full of tears, I don't remember what, but...
And asked me to marry her, and I said yes.
But for me, I think that was kind of one of the first things that I noticed about her and really appreciated as we were becoming better friends is, however she could help to make someone else's life easier. I was going out of town, oh, I can watch your dog, or, little things like that really add up, especially when you're building a friendship, it's a true friend. And as we got, further into it and we got romantic and stuff, it just continued it just continued, and I mean, it still continues to this day. I have a bad week, and she does something totally out of the blue to make me smile after I have not smiled or been a nice person for a week and a half because of work or stress or life or whatever. So I think just her thoughtfulness and just overall her heart is, definitely my favorite thing about her.
Love for me, I think, is being able to be your truest self with someone, and for them to take you as you are, the good, the bad, pretty, and the not so pretty, and to be able to share all of it with the person who wants to be there with you through the highs and the good times, but the one who wants to stand beside you and walk that path with you when times are a little more difficult. And to have found that is incredible, and to have found that in Kate. And she reminds me that life doesn't have to be as complicated as I make it sometimes, and that the simple things and simplicity works just as well, and she keeps me grounded and supports me all at once. I love you.
I love you too, babe.
Just can't wait to be your wife.
Crazy!
Countdown's on.
It is 20 days. But probably when we're seeing this video, it's today.